Now to breaking news, a homicide investigation underway right now in Hawthorne.
Let's go to Desmond Shaw in Sky 9 with the latest.
Jeff and Susie, we're off of Chandran Avenue in the city of Hawthorne, and you can see Hawthorne PD. They are wrapping up their investigation. They're still taking some photographs. We watched the coroner just wheel the body away. It is a male in his 20s that was shot and killed. Inside this car, there are a lot of bullet holes inside that windshield. We zoomed in earlier and saw that. So they responded earlier this evening to reports of a man who was shot in the face and died at the scene.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, today I want to cover this Indian Red Boy situation because it's been a few updates. Now, everybody, they believe that he was killed because of the whole Nipsey Hussle mural situation, and that is really not the case. And I'm going to tell you right now, first and foremost, I have zero sympathy for what happened to him. All right, and the only reason I don't post a video is because at the end of the day, this man still has family. I'm pretty sure they're still grieving, and at the end of the day, they shouldn't have to suffer for the, route that he chose in the streets. Normally I would post a video so a lot of the younger guys coming up that chose to live that life could see firsthand this is what happens. A lot of people glorify the streets, but they never tell you what comes with it. They just show you the gang banging, they show you the cars, the jewelry, all that, right? But they never show you the part to where you get locked up for 50 something years, 10, 20 years. They never show you the part to where you don't see your son, you don't see your children, you don't see your mother, your father, anybody. They don't show you the part to where you could potentially die. All right, as we seen in the video, this man went out, it was foul, but it is what it is, man. Whenever you diss the dead, you definitely have to expect the repercussions that comes with that. But, all right, and matter of fact, let me be clear, right? No one deserved to die, especially due to senseless violence. However, when you join that gang culture, you know what comes with it. When you taunt the dead, you know what comes with it. Especially someone well respected and loved as Nipsey was. You just don't do that because that man has an army behind him that's willing to die about him and his legacy. Now, once again, like I said earlier, man, a lot of people think that he was killed because of the whole Nipsey Hussle mural incident, and that's really not the case, come to find out. But before we get into it, man, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And I swear, it's lit here. So join one of the most litest gangs on YouTube. All right, now let's get straight into it. Now, this story has took a turn because everyone was thinking that he was killed in retaliation for the damage of Nipsey Hussle's mural. A guy who was very close to Red Boy says that the news in the whole world was fooled and it's misunderstood. Now it's said that Red Boy was actually set up by a female to be killed the way he was killed. And even though it's alleged, I'm gonna believe this story because of my own observation of everything I've seen in that video. And ask yourself this question, all right, because I've been thinking about this the whole time. How they catch him before they actually catch Baby Capone, who is the person who really was in the forefront of the video showing disrespect towards Nipsey and his mural, tagged his name and all that. Alright, now one thing about Cali too, that gang culture runs very, very deep, and there's certain morals as a gang member that you're supposed to stand by. Now when a rival gang member die, it's not in their culture to diss the dead or destroy their mural or kick over candles and all that, none of that. Alright, so whether you're a Crip or Blood, if you partake in those actions, then you'll be held accountable for your actions. But like I said, he actually was shot and killed over a girl. Alright, now I'm gonna run this clip for you so y'all can see for yourself what's going on, and then we're gonna take it from there. Check this out.
I'm gonna call him by his government name. You really believe that Zarel got killed by 60s over some that Baby Capone did? Y'all really believe that? Used to be Hollywood Piru. Okay, used to be Hollywood Piru. What happened was him and his was both on the same female. It was no secret. She was a Tatiana. She gets around. They passed her around. It was said by that female that Zarel was talking real greasy about his partner, basically pillow talking. The female went and told Zarel partner, "Hey, say man, Blood saying this and that and third about you." So that's when homie went and approached Zarel and told Zarel, "What's up with all this other shit that I've been hearing? You pillow talking with some of you and your feelings or something?" They end up getting into it. Boom, they end up getting into a fight. They got into a fight right there in front of the homies, right there in the hood. Zarel partner did not get off of Zarel. Okay, for those who might be lost, I'm talking about India boy. Zarel is India boy. Zarel, that's his government name. All right, so whenever his partner got through whooping his ass, so that's when he said and went to Inglewood. Now, if you're asking yourself, why, how could this go from one hood to Inglewood like that? Okay, first and foremost, when he was in middle school, he went to school with a lot of. He been knowing Baby Capone and all. Your problem was personal with one behind a female. And the crazy part about it was, right, it went to Hawthorne, Chadron Avenue. He was pulling up on the same female that he was pillow talking with, the same female that went and told Zarel partner Zarel was saying about him. He went up and pulled up on the same female. I'm not saying that she set him up. Y'all can put two and two together and come up with four. Y'all can.
Now, some say that Indian Red Boy was lacking, but some closer to the situation says he was lured in and set up by a female, as we just heard in the video. Now, this is all alleged, but however, it makes sense because while watching the video of Red Boy, you could clearly see he's posted up in a car somewhere. That we later on learned that it was Hawthorne. Now, 9 times out of 10, he was waiting for someone, because that's what you do. Nobody just sits somewhere randomly in their car and, no one does that. And if you know anything about robberies or setups, this is the oldest trick in the book. Your ops will always try and use a mutual female to lure you in, because it's sad to say, but a man could be so disciplined and on alert and making sure he's on his P's and Q's, but for some reason, he'll always jeopardize that and let his guard down when it comes to a fine female. And mind you, this happens all the time. What I always wondered though, right, as a woman, or just anybody for that matter, when you set somebody up, does it mess with you mentally? Like, does it mess with your conscience knowing that you played a role in getting someone or you knew or that trusted you killed? Like, gone and never coming back completely. That has to mess with somebody, man. That gotta mess with you mentally or emotionally. Knowing someone trusted you and you betrayed them like that? How do you look at yourself in the mirror after you do something like that, man? I would never know. Now, I'm not saying all guys, but a very big amount of guys done lost their lives at the expense of trying to pursue a woman. Now, the most recent we all are aware of and seen was MO3. They say he was set up by a female as well. And if you listen to King Von's Crazy Story song, he's using a woman to set up his ops in the story that, he was rapping about. Everyone knows, man, this is a key factor to lining someone up or setting someone up, man, because they fall for it every time. Now listen, fellas, if it's too good to be true when it comes to a female, 9 times out of 10, it's just that. It's too good to be true. Definitely, right? An important lesson throughout all this that we could learn from, right, is don't trust anybody. Especially when you in them streets. Matter of fact, let me give y'all some free game, right? If a girl ever tell you to meet her somewhere, if it's your first time, you switch locations at the last minute all the time. I do it all the time. I don't care who you are. You could be the Prince of Zamunda. You could be Queen Elizabeth herself. If I'm meeting you for the first time, at the last minute, before I tell you I'm there, I'm gonna switch locations on you. So now you're at that location first and you can scope the place out. And if it's anything weird or funny, you can see it ahead of time and leave. All right. Another thing, never sit anywhere for too long, man. Never. Now, I don't know if it's just me or if it's the streets that scarred me, but it's just certain rules I live by. If I'm waiting for someone and they're taking too long, I'll either change locations or I'll drive around the block. I can't sit in one place for too long. That's not me. And some of y'all may laugh, but these are the precautions you have to take when you in the street. Even if you not in the street, matter of fact, because innocent people get robbed all the time as well. Perfect example, a young kid that was in the streets heavy in the Bronx the other day was killed in the back of an Uber as he was just sitting there. Now, I don't know if they was waiting for a light or whatever the case may be, but the video shows that he was shot point blank range and he didn't stand a chance because his head was down in his phone. It's a jungle out there. Now, like I said, y'all, more of the story, a lot of people are thinking that he was killed based on the Nipsey Hussle mural vandalizing that they did, but it's coming to light that that's not even what it was. He actually was killed by a friend. How crazy is that? He was killed killed by a friend over a girl that they both was sleeping with that was a hop. All right. Now, it's said that they got into a fight. After they got into the fight, he changed locations. He went to a different hood. I guess these once friends became enemies, and once they became enemies, that's it. It was up after that. He was pillow talking. And that happens so often, man. Pillow talking. It's like a lot of guys do that to get with a girl or pursue a chick, trying to make themselves seem bigger than the next man just so they can hit. You don't got to do that. You do not have to do that. And if you feel you got to do that, listen, save yourself the headache. There's more fish. Yo, listen, I would hate, man, to do all illegal things in this world and never get caught. Never get caught lacking, none of that. All to just go down and get killed over a female. It's so much women in the world. And for every girl that you think is beautiful, there's another one that's 10 times better. We got to do better. We got to do better, man. All right, so I'm assuming everyone's running with them box below, man. Does this story seem a little more, valid than the Nipsey Hussle mural? Because they caught him kind of quick. And like I said, I think that it'll make more sense for them to catch Baby Capone rather than him. But maybe they had to drop on him. Maybe he really died over a girl. Who knows? But this is the story that's floating out there. I just figured I'd bring it to you guys' attention. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it in the comment box below, man. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. And I'm out.